Welcome to Aggressive Development. I'm your host, Steven, and on this show, we give our opinions on the current happenings in the entertainment world. We encourage you to stick around, and we hope you enjoy it. And also, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.
Type shit.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Been a while. I'm your host, as always, Mizzy Mans. I'm kidding.
That sounds crazy. First of all, I don't even go by that name anymore.
Yeah.
It's Radion.
You could see it right here. That's the name.
That sounds crazy. We
Yeah.
do like the little text bubbles and shit like that every time we talk. Like, do some fucking VFX shit like that. That'd be pretty fun.
We could get that in there. We got to get Jamie on it. But anyways, lots happened since we've been gone. We had some things to take care of behind the scenes, but we are here. Right off the bat, I want to get something off my chest about the NHL.
Okay.
And this all happened like weeks ago at this point, so I apologize. It's not breaking news, but I
It'd
do
be
want to
breaking news to me because you know me, I don't know shit about hockey, so
Yeah.
you gotta talk to me.
Well, the big thing is that the three big name free agents from the Florida Panthers have all signed deals, long-term deals, to stay in Florida.
Dynasty shit.
Dynasty, 100% dynasty. And you're talking about a team that has gone to 3 straight Stanley Cup finals. And now, I mean, shit. I put money on them going to another one.
So they won what, 2 back
to back, yeah. They're back to back right now.
They've been in 3 in a row.
Yes.
So the first one that they went to, did they win or no?
No. The first
they
one they
lost?
went to is they lost to Vegas.
They lost to Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, so my money's on them going back. And to be 100% honest, I do not see the Oilers getting to the finals next year.
Oilers is the
They're the one
Canadian team?
Yeah, they're the one that Florida beat twice in the finals. Yeah, both of Florida's wins are against. That's the Connor McDavid team.
McDavid. Shout out to McDavid. I don't even watch hockey like that, but that's my dude.
But yeah, that's really the. I mean, to be 100% honest, some of these other ones, like I could go through. You're not really gonna know a whole lot. The Penguins acquired a goalie, who is pretty decent.
What about my Bruins?
Nothing major in the free agency. I honestly don't really pay attention to the NHL draft as much outside of like the top 5 picks.
Is the NHL draft kind of like the NBA draft? Like, I know the NFL draft's a big thing, right? We know that compared to all sports, but like, is the NHL draft kind of like a small thing? Like, is it a one-day thing or is it a multi-day thing?
No, it's a multi-day thing. How
many players on a roster for hockey?
On a roster, like, for a game is 20. Well, plus a goalie. Well, I don't think that I think it's 20 skaters. I think you can dress 2 goalies.
20 skaters, just 2 goalies.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not bad. So you gotta.
But
it's a multi-day thing for the draft. How many Browns is there?
I actually don't remember. I mean, like I said, outside of like the top 5 picks, it really is like kind of boom or bust. I mean, it's
you
not
can
like
go from high school to hockey to professional hockey, right?
Technically, yeah. I mean, yeah. It's it's like the NBA. NBA, you can do that too, right?
No, you can't do that anymore. You gotta play 1 year.
Oh, they changed that.
I think
like
it's 1 year. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you still can, to my knowledge. I mean, you don't have to go to college to go play to get drafted.
In baseball, you can go straight from high school to.
Maybe that's what I was thinking.
I think you can. I think you can for the NHL and MLB. I might be talking on my ass. Those aren't my sports.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I really don't like I said, when it comes to the NHL draft, really don't pay attention because outside of the top, I wouldn't even see top 5, outside of like the top 3 prospects, the rest of them are all kind of like boom or bust, in my opinion. I mean, that's my opinion. Like, it's not like football where there's so many different skill positions that you have to draft for. There's a top 5. There's like, 30 different top 5 lists.
Yeah.
And that can go, you could still be getting a top 5 player in that position in the 4th round, 3rd and 4th round. Yeah, it's not like that.
Yeah, see, that's why I like football so much because it's so in-depth, even on our off-season shit.
Yeah.
Like, not only during the season there's a lot of stuff going on, but even the off-season stuff is very pivotal to how just the game of football is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I feel like NBA and NHL, I don't know, again, don't really know too much about NHL or MLB, but, like, I know it's very, very pivotal for the NFL, like just in football in general, who you're picking up,
Yeah.
whatever position groups you're talking about.
It's probably a little bit more similar to the NBA when it comes to the draft.
Yeah, like the first 2 rounds, because that's what the NBA draft, I think, is only 2 rounds.
Yeah, honestly, the NHL one might be 2 rounds too. I'm pretty sure it's 2 days though, because I think it goes. I think it's a Saturday, Sunday, maybe. I can't remember. But it's
there's 32
similar.
NHL teams, right? 32.
Oh, there's more than that now. I think they just.
I thought it was 32 last time we spoke about it. There's 32 NBA teams, 32 NFL teams.
Because they just. Well, that's right. Because I think
they had the expansion.
Yeah, I mean they had the expansion, but there was a relocation, and I think I counted that when I was thinking. How many?
See, I don't know too much about hockey. That's why I gotta ask these questions every time. I say I sound mad dumb, but it's all right. It's all right because McDavid, my man's. I watched one NHL final, and you know what I'm saying. Now I'm a Edmonton Oilers fan.
Well, I watch a decent amount of hockey. I won't necessarily say that I sit there and follow it to a T, but I understand hockey very, very well because I play it.
Yeah,
and I still play it now. Yeah. So. I can talk about it after watching it, but I don't really follow a ton. I follow the big stuff. It's kind of like NBA. Like I follow the big stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit there and get down to the details. Yes, it is 32 right now. Yeah. But they're looking to add 2 more teams, I think, in the next couple years, so that should go up.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's pretty much it. I mean, the NBA, I did want to talk about the NBA like briefly because I know we had the big Kevin Durant trade.
Yeah.
To Houston.
H-Town.
Yeah, shout out. But the one thing that's still up in the air, to my knowledge, is LeBron.
Well, he renewed picked up his player option. I saw that. Now, Bronny is looking pretty good in the summer league right now. Like he's like. Look like he developed, and I'm sure Braun has gone behind him. That's his kid. It's like, yo, like I'm about to leave.
Yeah,
like without me here, you ain't gonna play. So he's definitely gonna. I think he's gonna be a Laker for sure. Like he's gonna retire a Laker, but he's trying to make sure Bronny can hold his own
before he gets out. Yeah,
because if he dips right now, then Bronny's for sure getting cut. And he'll never have a real NBA career.
Yeah,
but
I never thought he was really that good to begin with.
It was in the summer league he was playing against Cooper Flagg, and they looked good. Cooper Flagg just got drafted at 1 overall.
Yeah,
and Bronny was it was chippy. It was chippy. You know what I'm saying? So that you saw the development of Bronny.
Yeah, I guess
it is summer league play though, and I'm not an NBA expert, but to me, like you're seeing Bronny go against Cooper Flagg, who's supposed to replace Luka in Dallas, and Bronny was looking good in that summer league game against him. Yeah, 1-on-1.
Well, that's like when we watched Mitch Trubisky light up other teams in the preseason for the Steelers, and we were like, "Wow, Mitch Trubisky he's the guy."
He playing the third stringers.
He was playing third stringers. So. But I feel like that's every NFL preseason. Everyone always gets way too excited about things that happen in the preseason. I'm like, chill out.
Exactly.
Like. But they're testing shit.
But even then, right, as preseason and training camp's coming, right, let's stay on the Steelers, for example. They had a couple moves recently, still haven't paid TJ. They traded Minka for Jalen and Jonnu Smith.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a Steelers fan, so outside looking in, I might be slightly biased because I don't really fuck with the Steelers like that, but it is what it is.
No one likes the Steelers, but
I do think they got an upgrade at tight end with Jonnu Smith because he's more explosive than Freiermuth. Sure. Now, Freiermuth, I do like Freiermuth because he's more of a consistent tight end. He's not anything special, but he's going to do what he gets the job done. He's solid, right? He's dependable.
Yeah.
Now, that team is really old, and TJ ain't getting paid. TJ is going to need to reset the market because whatever he gets paid, Micah's going to get paid.
Right. That's why I think he's holding out, though. And that's why the Steelers...
Micah's not going to get his deal done probably till, Jerry. Jerry going to wait till the last minute.
Right.
Jerry shoot himself in the foot every time with that.
Right, but I am 100% certain that is why TJ Watt's like...
He wants 40. Miles is getting 40, right? Yeah,
Miles. Well, he wants more than that. He wants to be the highest paid player. That's what he wants. But the issue is, well, the Steelers are willing to work that, from what I've read, they're trying to offer just above that, like barely above that, so it satisfies what he wants. But what TJ is worried about is the Micah deal. So he's trying to hold a little bit as well.
If he holds out for Micah, he's going to be holding out all year because Micah most likely isn't going to get paid. Micah's not getting paid during training camp. Micah's not holding out during training camp.
Right.
He was very adamant about that.
That's why it's such a weird situation and a bad situation.
TJ Watt's 30, 31, right? So you're like coming towards, you're still in your prime technically.
Yeah, but he's like a middle. Yeah, he's like middle age.
He's closer to the end of the prime than he is to the beginning of his prime.
Yes.
If I'm TJ, I'm gonna take 41. Tell them I'm on 41. If it's guaranteed money, then obviously they can put a lot of that on the front end. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure, I don't understand how the cap works completely, but I'm pretty sure if you put most of it in a signing bonus, then that it works well with the cap. Unless you do it.
Yeah.
Just however it is, whatever.
Yeah,
makes
I mean
easier.
they can work it out in ways that it won't affect the cap as hard like this year, but it might affect next year. Like there's ways they can do it. I'm not too well versed in that either, but
I just think it just depends, right? But again, the Steelers, from statistically speaking, they win more games with TJ on the field versus when he's not on the field. And I think when you look at the face of the franchise, it's TJ Watt. TJ Watt is like most teams, their face of their franchise is a quarterback, right? The face of the franchise for the Pittsburgh Steelers is TJ motherfucking Watt.
Yeah, but that's also because our offense hasn't an identity in 5 years.
But regardless, it's still, when you think of the Pittsburgh Steelers, you think of TJ Watt. There's not a single
because
player
there's no one else. There's no one else.
So you got to pay your franchise guy.
Well, okay, so I agree with you. I do think that you got to pay him. Like, I'm 100% in agreement with that. But I can also see us not, because we're a different team now than we were 2 or 3 years ago. We're a different team now than we were even last year. And I wholeheartedly believe that. We now have depth at so many different positions on the defense that if TJ gets hurt, we're not going to crumble like we did. Like, that stat is from a couple seasons ago.
Well, not a couple seasons ago.
No, because last year when he wasn't on the field, we were producing just as well as the defense.
It's the whole length of his career, though.
Right,
so
I get
it's not
that.
A couple years ago.
I get that 100%. But the big thing that everyone used to bring up all the time was 2 or 3 years ago was when it started. It was like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. When it started is that we literally won maybe one game without him on the field. And he was hurt for
I think his record is what? It's like 30-9 your record is without him. And that's current, right? So I don't have the exact number right now, but that is up to date to 25 season. Right. So I look at it like this, okay? I'm not a Pittsburgh Steeler, but if you're not going to pay, if you're that organization, you don't want to pay him $41 million a year, okay? You can't do what you did with AB and some of these other guys that were very high value guys and trade them for pennies on the dollar. Because AB got traded for, I think, a 4th or a 5th rounder. You can get a first round for TJ. Send his ass to Tennessee or whatever. Or honestly, do right by him, I guess. Send him to a fucking competitor. You don't really want to do that. But
I mean,
send
you
his
could
ass
do it
to
if it's
NFC.
I was gonna say you could do that if it's like NFC, like the Commanders. Like a while ago, people were talking about a Terry McLaurin for TJ Watt trade, and I was like,
that wouldn't be bad because now you get a bona fide number one, and he's younger than fucking DK.
Right.
And I think Scary Terry's better than DK in the first place. And they're two different receivers, so now you get him. Now the offense looks more explosive and is not one dimensional.
Yeah.
Because you know what type of player Jonnu Smith is. He's gonna play H, right? He's gonna play that slot tight end role. DK's X. Who's your other outside guy? Okay. I don't know.
Calvin Austin.
Calvin Austin's a gadget guy. And again,
I mean, they throw him in that spot. They have in the past.
He's going to play slot, but like even then, he's got to, if he wants to be more than just a gadget guy, he's got to step up at the end of the day. Tyreek started his career. Tyreek started his career as a gadget guy. So when it comes to these gadget guys, you want to have a longer NFL career, you got to step up. Be like, I'm more than just, put me in here in this type of scheme, that play. Like,
I think that Calvin Austin has come a long way, 100%. I mean, the only thing that everyone ever talked about when he came into the league was his speed. And last year, he did way more than, like, he was running actual routes. He was getting touchdowns. He was doing all this stuff, like, that we didn't see in the past from him. He's clearly gotten better every year.
I'm not saying he's not getting better, but to me, he's still a gadget guy.
I mean, I guess you could. I don't know.
The stats don't lie and the tape don't lie.
Yeah, but I feel like last year was different than the other years. Like, I don't think that I don't see him as much of a gadget guy as he was before.
We'll see what the offense looks like. Again, my personal opinion, he's still a gadget guy until he's 700 yards receiving, right? He's a true number 2 from the slot. Yeah, he's a gadget guy.
I mean, what did he have last What did he have?
I don't even think he had 500 yards receiving last year.
I thought he had more than that.
No, he did not even close.
He definitely had
He didn't even have. I don't even think he had 500 all purpose.
Well, we will see. Was it 2024?
Yeah, 2024, 2025 season. I don't think he had 500 all purpose.
Let's see. Maybe.
I want to say he had 300 receiving.
Wow, that was actually pretty trash. Yeah, that's actually way. Oh yeah, okay. Well, how much did the Steelers have in receiving in general, though?
I mean,
let's be real. If you look at it,
not the argument. Well, not the argument. The what I'm saying is, he's a gadget guy. He didn't even have. Did he have 500 all purpose?
Yeah, he did. He was over that.
How many receiving yards did he have?
He had 600.
He had 600 receiving yards.
Yeah.
And how many rushing?
For some reason, ChatGPT gave me zeros on the rushing, so okay. I didn't even see that.
I want to say if he even was 600 all purpose, to me that's still not enough to be a bona fide number 2, number 3. So
I still don't. So I think that we're looking at this comparatively to what it should be, but not what it was.
Listen, what a guy is from the eye test and on paper.
You told me you didn't watch hardly any Steelers games.
The little bit I watched, Calvin Austin wasn't like, whoa. You know what I'm saying?
I
never seen the little games I've watched. I've never once seen any flashes from him.
Oh, literally almost all of our receiving touchdowns probably came from that guy. But again, I'm saying that the Steelers last year, okay, when you look at what they were, it makes sense as to what he got. You know what I mean? Like it's not like it's not like we're comparing him to the Bengals, where Joe Burrow had 4,000 passing yards. Like our QBs weren't passing like that.
But even regardless, it's you.
But how do you get yardage without quantity?
If you're that guy
or volume, how do you get yardage without volume?
He's a slot, right? So that means there's multiple ways to get him the ball, right?
Yeah, but he didn't.
Hold on. As a slot receiver, there are multiple ways to get him the ball. From not only, obviously, you can put him out slot, you can put him outside, you can put him in the backfield. There's so many different ways, right? Is when he's doing those different plays, how many chunk plays does he have? Now, I don't have those numbers off the top of my head, right? So the stats tell me from an 18-game season, he was only able to mount 600 all-purpose.
Well, 600 receiving, we don't know what the rushing was.
Regardless, though. I think this year he has an opportunity because Roman Wilson, I haven't heard anything about Roman Wilson in camp. I don't know if you have or not, but like obviously coming out of the draft from Michigan, Roman Wilson had a lot of, I guess, hype. I liked him a lot. I had a really good grade on him coming out from Michigan. So I'm hoping Roman Wilson becomes that bona fide number 2 or at least get the 3.
Well, he's probably going to get the 3. Just the way the Steelers are, they're going to give Calvin Austin 2. They're going to talk about him as if he's the 2, just because he's been around. Like that's just going to happen. But no, with Roman Wilson, the only thing that I've heard is that the staff likes him still, so and the office likes him. But otherwise, you would have seen them get a little bit more aggressive, I think, in getting a trade. Or a free agent or something, because there were a lot of free agent receivers out there that we could have picked up. There were a lot of potential trade opportunities for receivers, but instead we traded and got Jonnu Smith. That tells me that the front office sees something that we don't.
Yeah,
and I believe in it. I will believe in it.
Calvin Austin last year, 2024, he didn't have any rushing yards.
Okay, so when it showed me
548 yards receiving and 4 touchdowns last year.
And look at the team stats. I want you to look at the Steelers team stats.
But when we're saying he definitely had over 600 all-purpose because of the receiving. You know what I'm saying? So not receiving, the return yards. So in 2024, his return stats, he had 289 yards returning. We had 1 return kick return touchdown. It was a punt return. Sorry. So that being, I mean, again. I think with 500 last year in that offense, to your credit, Arthur Smith new offense, you got Aaron Rodgers, who he should be an upgrade. If he performs the way everyone thinks he's going to perform, I'm completely, obviously, I'm not jacking Aaron, but if he happens to get a little bit of Aaron, then he should have a good year. He should see an increase in his production. But outside of the Steelers, biggest thing that's going on right now that has brought to my attention is the NFL executives came out with or owners, whatever, top 10 NFL quarterback list.
Yeah.
Listening to a lot of the major outlets and different things like that, I don't understand how winning a Super Bowl, and this is where I'm coming into Jalen Hurts' defense, since when was the point of any sports, when were championships not valued high? To me, the pinnacle in any sport, MVPs are individual stats, okay? But at the end of the day, whether you're playing MLB, NBA, NFL, NHL, everybody, that trophy, that is the pinnacle. Fucking MVP, right? That is the pinnacle.
Yeah.
A lot of these lists had Jalen Hurts at number 9. They had guys like Justin Herbert over him. You're telling me Justin Herbert?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how the tangibles are with the guy. Jalen Hurts has been to more Super Bowls than Justin has won a playoff games. How is that holding any weight, bro?
First of all, I agree with you.
Justin Herbert, you're telling me Justin Herbert? They were saying Justin Herbert's a better quarterback. Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry, Jalen Hurts is a fucking winner. He's a winner, bro.
Yeah. Well, what I was gonna say is that for some reason I feel like this has been a thing with Jalen Hurts' career, even in college. Hasn't he always been just like underestimated
the whole time?
Like every time, they're like, oh, he's he only threw for this. Next week he throws for, say, I don't know. He only threw for 250 this game. Next week he throws for 300. They're like, he only threw for 300 this game. And it only just goes up.
A lot of the arguments that people are making, like, oh, he had a stacked team around him. End of the day, right? Look.
Who cares?
Listen, he had a stacked team around him. But guess who had to win the game? I don't give a fuck if he's doing the tush push. He still had to be good at the tush push.
Well, no one else can do the tush push. And the only reason is because Jalen Hurts.
He played Mahomes twice in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And outplayed him both times. The guy who only threw for maybe 140 yards in this playoff game, he's winning the games.
Yeah.
Whether he's being a game manager or not, he's a leader. He's winning the games. And that he's been to 2 Super Bowls and outplayed Patrick Mahomes, who's right now the face of the NFL. What that mean? To me, listen, if you want to say he's number 4, I can make that. I could be okay with that.
Yeah.
When I put him at number 2, he get a second Super Bowl, he's number 2 to me.
Yeah.
Right? I'm Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, or you can switch Lamar and Allen, and then Hurts gets 4.
Yeah.
I love Joe Burrow. But Joe Burrow hasn't been in the playoffs since 2022, 2023.
Yeah.
Okay? So as prolific as Joe Burrow has, Jalen has a Super Bowl, and Allen and Lamar and Burrow don't.
Yeah.
I value Super Bowls. NFL and both fucking Super Bowls. I don't give a fuck how good a stacked team he had. He still had to beat them. Okay? Yeah. The whole tush push stuff that I heard, I watched the Nick Wright show. I was thinking this morning. Yeah, that they were talking about it, like, oh, well, if you take out his rushing touchdowns from the tush push, his rushing touchdowns is this. He still had to do it, though. I watched fucking Josh Allen do the tush push, and he couldn't even do it right. No one else can do it right. The dude knows what he's doing. At the end of the day, he's winning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to say that he is not a top 5 quarterback and he's got a Super Bowl, Lamar's got 2 MVPs, Allen's got 1.
Yeah.
But neither of them have been in the Super Bowl. Jalen's been to 2. The guy who's less talented, but his team is winning. And he's not turning the ball over.
But they can't sit there and say that Patrick Mahomes' teams weren't stacked either. Like, he had talent.
That Spagnuolo's defense was crazy.
He had talent on offense. The Super Bowls he won, there was talent. You can't say, like, it's just such a dumb argument. It's just such a dumb argument.
The Steelers' defense was crazy. Like, that, I get that, but at the end of the day, like, he still has to win those games. He still has to be successful with the tush push, right? At the end of the day, it's the truth.
The Eagles.
The Eagles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, my personal list, okay, would be Mahomes 1. He's got the most Super Bowls, right? I think, and I just said, Hurts to me is 4. I can either switch Allen or Lamar at 2 or 3. Doesn't matter. I think it just depends who you talk. To me, it doesn't really matter. I think they're interchangeable.
Yeah.
Jalen, he's got the Super Bowl. He's 4.
Yeah.
5 is Burrow. Now, we get out of 5. Okay. Now, I would put for my number 6.
Goff.
No, I'd put Stafford because he's been in the league longer and he does have the Super Bowl in his career now with the Rams.
But it's current. It's current. I don't know if Stafford would be 6.
Current right now. He's still playing good football at 37.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's as good as it was. Like I think there's definitely better now.
I'd put him at 6.
Like I'd put Baker above Stafford.
I love Baker.
I would go Goff.
Baker.
I like your list so far, but I think I'd go Goff, Baker, maybe Stafford after that. Maybe even Baker above Goff at that point.
I would do Stafford at 6, Baker at 7, Goff at 8. Now, number 9. Dak.
That's such a tough one for me.
I'd put Dak at 9, respectfully. Even though I'm not a big fan of Dak and he has no playoff success, he's still a phenomenal quarterback in the regular season, which I feel like has to hold some form of weight. So I'm gonna put Dak.
It has to hold weight. We put Burrow at 5.
Yeah, so
it has to hold weight.
Well, Burrow's been in a Super Bowl.
Well, I guess that's true. I always forget that he went in that year, but since then they haven't.
I'd put Dak at 9, and then number 10. If you want to put Herbert, I could put Herbert.
I don't understand that argument. What's the argument for him being a top 10? What has he done?
Well, I think in his first 3 seasons, he broke a couple records. But he also
Chargers records, right? Not NFL records.
NFL records, yeah. He broke some records.
What records did he break?
First, I think fastest to a certain yardage or something like that. What? I'm not too sure. I don't have it in front of me. I don't really give a fuck. But the point is,
he's not a winner.
I mean, he was 28-3 last year. That was his stats. But he was terrible in the playoffs, right?
Right. That's what I mean.
So again, I think it's just I wouldn't mind putting him at 10. I'll tell you right now, not Kyler, definitely not fucking Trevor Lawrence. Listen, if you like Trevor Lawrence, you smoking dick, bro. Trevor Lawrence is fucking dirt. What? Fucking dirt. Duval. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Trevor Lawrence is fucking garbage, bro.
I'm trying to think of
I'm not putting 2 on my top 10. I'm not.
Ooh, what about here's an interesting take. Geno
got 10. I'm giving Geno 10.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I think that's
Geno 10.
I think that's good.
I'd give you Herbert or Geno 10. But you're not seeing 2 on my list.
No.
You're not gonna see
Kyler Murray.
You're not gonna see just Trevor Lawrence.
Who else is out there?
That's my top 10. That's my top
rookies. 10. Well, if you speak to any Vikings fan, then JJ McCarthy, without playing a single snap in the NFL, they would say is a number 1.
He's the 28th best quarterback in the league right now.
He hasn't even played a snap. I'd put him at the bottom. What's he had to fucking prove? Put all the rookies at the bottom.
Well, the little bit he did in the preseason, I'm not gonna put too much into that, but I'm still putting him over the rookies.
Preseason. I mean, he hasn't played a snap in the NFL going full force.
I said 28, 29. You know what I'm saying? There's not a whole lot of room.
And then Vikings fans would also argue that Sam Darnold's good too, but I think that is clearly a product of coaching.
Let's see how Darnold does this year.
I think the Seahawks are not going to be good. I don't think Sam Darnold's going to have a good year at all. I think he's going to go back to the Sam Darnold we all know.
That would be pretty wild.
But it makes sense. I mean, the only success he's had has been with one coach.
You know what? I'm tripping. Going back to my list, I'm tripping.
Who did we miss?
Hold on. Ready? Mahomes, Lamar, or Allen.
Yeah.
2 or 3, right?
Yeah.
Hurts number 4.
Yeah.
Burrow number 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do Stafford 6. I'm gonna do Baker at 7.
Okay.
Goff at 8. Brock Purdy at 9. Dak at 10.
Really?
Yep.
Brock Purdy.
Team success.
Well, team success, but he had a pretty bad year last year.
He's still been pretty good for Mr. Irrelevant.
Well, I guess that's true. I mean, given his draft stock,
we're gonna put his draft. The guy wasn't even supposed to get drafted. Okay, and he went to the Super Bowl. He went to the NFC Championship. He's done a lot more in the playoffs than Dak has.
Well, but I don't know.
All them flashy numbers don't mean shit if you ain't winning games when it matters. And then I don't care if you're a game manager or if you're Superman like Cam, right? When it matters, is your team winning? Yes, I do think winning is a quarterback stat. I'm going to put Brock Purdy in there.
Yeah, well, okay.
He don't got Dak's numbers, right? But guess what?
But
who's touched the big stage?
I don't know.
Mr. Irrelevant or Dak Prescott was getting paid $60 million a year. You're paying a guy $60 million a year right now. He ain't never been in a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He ain't never made it out of the divisional round.
Well, I also, I feel bad leaving Geno out, too, because I feel like he deserves his
We're definitely
his
biased
praise.
because we're West Virginia guys.
Yeah, but, I feel like he deserves his praise at some point, right?
No, he does.
Someone's got to sit there and be like, Geno Smith's a good quarterback in the NFL.
I think he's a good NFL quarterback. I definitely think he is.
But
he's not top 10. He's not top 10.
I don't know. I still have trouble putting Dak there because he's not clutch. He's not clutch.
Yeah, but he still has the numbers.
They win.
His numbers are better than Geno's, so it's
they win games. Okay, I'll give him that. I'll give him the Cowboys. They win games. Okay, but when it comes down to it, not even including the playoffs, when it comes down to it in the regular season, sometimes, well, most of the time, when the game's on the line, Dak Prescott fails every single time. He's not clutch.
Yeah,
that's why I don't like Dak. That's why I don't think he deserved the money he got paid. That's why I don't think he deserved his extension. I just don't think it's deserved.
I think he deserved an extension, but not 60, right? And the reason why I say that I think he deserves something, because again, the regular season success means something. But at the end of the day, if I'm an organization, right? If I'm an owner, bro, I'm trying to win fucking playoff games, right? I'd much rather have a quarterback if he's throwing 3,000 yards and 20 touchdown passes to 5 picks, but I'm in the fucking playoffs and winning playoff games, okay? Wild card, divisional, I'm getting the NFC championships. Maybe I touch the Super Bowl or not, but I'm having playoff success. I'll take that guy versus the guy who puts up 4,000 or 5,000 yards and 40 touchdown passes. But every time I get to the playoff, I get bounce out the club. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's just kind of one of those things. He has regular season success, but it's not. You have no playoff success. So why am I paying you the most in the NFL? Right.
Well, there's that, but also it's again, I don't see it because the NFL is a mentals game as well. Okay, yeah. That's why you're always getting people that have experience in the playoffs to come in your locker room and take control and guide that locker room through the playoffs because it's a mental game. It's a mental battle. I mean, these are professional athletes going up against each other. So Dak Prescott does not have that. He doesn't have that leadership in the locker room to get you over the hump. I don't believe it.
Yeah, he's not gonna get you over the hump. He's not.
So why are we talking about him as if he's gonna go down as an all-time great? Like he's not.
He's gonna end up like Tony. He's gonna end up just like Tony Romo.
Yeah, I think Tony Romo is better.
I think it depends who you ask.
I think he's flashier. I mean, he's flashier. My opinion.
Tony Romo was he was solid. Like he was solid.
There wasn't and the thing is
not a Hall of Famer, but he's solid.
Oh, I think if his career played out, it would be a different story.
If Tony Romo would have won a Super Bowl, he would have probably been a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
for sure. But
he's one of the best commentators now. So.
Oh yeah, he's a phenomenal commentator. Phenomenal.
Yeah, I take him over Chris Collinsworth any day.
Yeah, I think he's to me next. Tom does a great job in the booth too. Tom does a great job, but Tony I think is definitely a better commentator.
You don't see Mahomes doing that often. I know that Patrick Mahomes is not playing in this game, but if he was here, that would have been a first down.
The glazing is crazy.
Every game, bro. It's like he compares everything to Patrick Mahomes, bro. I can't do it. I hate Chris Collinsworth. I hate him. Wow. Heard that here first. I can't stand him. I put it when he's on because he's Sunday Night Football now, exclusively.
You're projecting. You need a moment?
Oh, jeez, yeah, dude. I'm about to go.
Not you when you're hungry.
I'm about to go scream, dude. I'm about to turn on the mic and go scream.
This episode was brought to you by Snikers. Can't say the real one, but Snikers.
Yeah.
RDC.
But I actually mute the fucking broadcast, bro. I can't take his commentary.
Yeah, he's not the best. He's not good.
At least nowadays. A while ago, 5-10 years ago.
He was solid.
But now it's I just can't take it because he talks about Patrick Mahomes every single fucking second.
I think when we're looking at the different NFL teams, right? I think the Patriots are going to surprise people this year.
I think so too. That's my dark horse team.
It's your dark horse.
My
team.
dark horse team is the Patriots.
I'm a Patriots fan. You feel me? So I would say the moves we made in the offseason, I think our defense is going to be really good, I think.
Yeah.
And I think our offense is going to take some big strides this year.
I think so too. Yeah.
Diggs had some of that shit on the boat, whatever he was doing, but I think he's gonna help those.
He's getting it all out in the off season.
Listen, as long as not happening during the season, I'm good.
Yeah, it's better than in the middle of October.
But if Drake starts to struggle, then because Josh McDaniels' system is kind of difficult, but I guess he's picking it up pretty well. So we'll just see what happens.
Yeah.
But I think we got a solid offense. Stephon Diggs, yeah, he's 31. I still think he's going to be elite.
He's fine. He was fine.
We
he
get
was
1,000. Yeah, we get 1,000 yards out of him. You know what I'm saying? Ramondre Stevenson's going to be good.
Yeah. You guys got the pieces now, and you got the coaching staff to back it up. So
we just got to see what happens.
It's just all about execution. It just sucks that you guys play in the same division as the Bills.
We're not going to be a playoff team. I think we'll be
not in the AFC.
9-8. I want to say 9-8. I haven't looked at our schedule though. We'll have to say that for another episode. We'll do our predictions, but
yeah, I think the AFC is a little on the stack side.
Yeah, all the top quarterbacks in the NFL are in the AFC.
Yeah, so I think it's tough. I think the AFC North's going to have 2 playoff teams, but they might be the only division that's got 2.
Yeah, that's true. My dark horse teams, which sounds crazy, is the Jets. I would definitely say the Jets are my dark horse team. The reason I say that is I understand from an organizational standpoint, the Jets have always been tremendously terrible. I do like Justin Fields a lot. I like Aaron Glenn as a head coach and the culture he's building there. Garrett Wilson is a phenomenal receiver, and he's playing with his college quarterback. And then Sauce is Sauce, right? They both got extended, got paid good bread. They got Breece Hall. I do think the Jets, though I'm a Patriots fan, I think the Jets are going to surprise people this year.
Do you want to take bets on how long this coach lasts? Because I don't think it's to the end of the season.
You think Aaron Glenn is going to get fired after a year or so wild, bro?
Bro, it's the Jets. They don't know what they're doing.
I'll put $50 right now. He lasts the whole year.
Dude,
Bad record or not.
I've got a nephew. I think his nephew's, I don't know. Anyways, it's like 5. Can probably run that team better than that organization.
Toddler's running the Jets is wild.
I mean, it's basically what's going on. It's like they're like, let's do this.
You know what I predict this year, and I don't want to wish ill on nobody.
Let's pick this one.
That's crazy.
That's how they've been running.
I don't want to wish ill on nobody, but I do predict Tua's going to medically retire during the season this year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I want him to be healthy. Don't get me wrong.
At least they have a decent backup. What we think now.
Quinn Ewers might be the truth. Quinn, if you're listening to this, you better do that thing, bro. They did you dirty in the draft. I can hold you. They did you dirty, bro.
I think he definitely should have been way higher, but that's a different. We talked about the draft before. A lot of people got snubbed.
Yeah.
But I think that if he does retire, I think that they're finally in a position, like team Dolphins wise, where they can still be successful without him.
If he gets hurt, they're going to sell the whole thing.
You think?
They're going to blow. Well, they already started blowing it up, right? So they got rid of Jonnu and they got rid of Jalen. So who's next?
Literally Tyreek, 2 of their best players.
Tyreek's next for sure. They're going to get rid of him.
You think?
Yeah.
I feel like he might just retire, dude.
No, he doesn't want to be Miami in the first place. The grass the grass was not. He's been very vocal about the grass was not green on the other side.
Oh, really?
He got paid all that money. He's in Miami, Florida, bro. No state income tax, but like, he's not. He went from winning Super Bowls to not winning Super Bowls. You gotta think about that.
Imagine if he went to Tampa.
He wouldn't go to Tampa.
That'd be wild.
Yeah, he wouldn't fit in that system though.
Fuck it, it's Tyreek Hill.
He would fit. Yeah, but he didn't have a good year last year. He wasn't even all pro.
Because Skylar Howard was throwing the ball to him.
Regardless though, I think he might get sent back to the Chiefs.
Really? I mean, I guess they kind of need it. What did they had like 10 receivers last year?
Yeah, they're successful, but like they don't have their receiving. They have the receiving room in the Kansas City Chiefs like a revolving door.
Where's Kadarius bitch ass Tony at? Retired?
He's a rapper now.
He's a rapper now?
Yeah, he is.
Damn, this man went the Le'Veon Bell route.
Yeah, he didn't even last that long. He was supposed to be something crazy for real. I like Kadarius Toney. I thought the Giants gave up on him too easily. After one season, it's crazy. Drafted a guy in first round. Speaking of that, the Bengals, bro. Shamar Stewart practicing with the fucking Aggies again.
Oh,
bro, you wasted a first round pick on a guy. Mind you, I was high on Shamar Stewart because of an intangible, and I've always been against intangible guys because, like, all right, you got all the
I'm an intangible guy. I like intangibles more. Than I
like production.
You can't teach
but
that shit.
I did like what I saw in the Senior Bowl and, like, those different practices. Yeah. So I thought maybe it was just a Texas A&M system thing. So he was definitely a reach in the first round. Yeah. I think he was a second round guy, but he's in the section 6 of the CBA. He can go back, sign a waiver with NCAA, go back to college football for a year, and then re-enter the draft, and the Bengals can't draft him again.
They can't draft him again?
No. So if he re-enters the draft, the 2026 draft, they can't try to draft him again. Absolutely not.
That's crazy. I didn't know that they couldn't draft him.
And mind you, a team who desperately needs that player.
Yes.
You're telling me, because they had the clause in his contract where they were basically, if he does anything wrong, they waive all his guarantees for the life of the contract. Not just for that year, it's the life.
Yeah, that's wild.
And then mind you, another thing too, that these NFL rookies, which gives them more power, it's gonna fuck the league because you don't want to pay me, you don't want to give me guaranteed money, whatever it is, even though because they're coming from all the NIL money, I'm gonna go back to school.
Yeah,
like that's gonna start changing things. And then Houston. Jaden Higgins, one of their second round receiver, they gave him a fully guaranteed contract.
Really?
Yep. So imagine these guys are now, he's a second round pick.
Yeah.
You're starting to get first and second round picks, fully guaranteed contracts.
Yeah.
Which to me, in my personal opinion, and the player side, I kind of like, because it's like NFL's not, listen.
Otherwise, why would you go to the NFL? Why don't you stay in school and get guaranteed NIL money?
Well, that's going to end up changing, but
you know what I mean. Yeah. Like, the NFL had to adapt to the NIL shit, and I think that's definitely.
Let me get guaranteed money for my rookie contract. I think the rookie contract should be guaranteed, because if I don't pan out, I don't pan out. Maybe because that'd be a system thing, it could be a coaching thing, da 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 da. But
it's not a ton of money either, so like
it's not, because obviously all the money goes to the first round guys, the first 10 picks or whatever. But
yeah, no, that's crazy. So. If you were a player, okay, and you worked your whole life to get to the NFL, which is that's the goal.
Yep.
The goal is the NFL. You get there, and then because of some contract, which is warranted, okay, the contract stuff is warranted.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm not signing that.
I agree. I think the contract stuff's warranted, but do you waive everything, go back to college, risk potential injury, and risk not making it back into the first round? And then getting less money anyways. And then having to work your way up.
I think it just depends on the gamble. Because I look at it like this, right?
Yeah.
It just depends on how my college career played out. Well, so let's just say.
Ooh. This also, why before that, because I think this might influence what you're about to say too. What does next year's top 5 in his position? What does that look like?
So
is he still a top 5 guy?
He won't be. Right.
Okay.
Unless he puts up certain numbers, right? So I look at it like this. There's two ways to go about this. Let's just say I was a unanimous All-American and like I had the numbers.
Yeah.
I had the numbers. Okay. I could take the risk and go back because I just had the numbers, right? Let's have 1,500 receiving yards, 10 touch,
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
But let's just say I had 700 receiving yards and like 3 touchdowns. My team struggled, but like, I had 2 previous seasons of good production, and I still got drafted in the first round. I'm not risking going back.
Yeah.
Right? I would sit out. I would rather sit out in the NFL than go back to college.
Right. That's kind of where I lean.
But if I had the numbers, I've been productive my whole time.
Yeah.
I ain't going back. Now, if let's just say I didn't have the numbers, but my last season I had the numbers, right? So let's say I was average. I had a crazy 1 year, and I go to the league. I ain't going back to college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to take the bread or whatever and sit out.
Yeah.
But under no circumstance would I take a contract where if I fuck up, you take all my bread away for the whole contract, for the whole thing. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? It's 4-year deal, so it's like.
No, I think his
agent's like, yo, don't sign that.
Yeah,
I'm not signing that shit either.
I think his reaction to it is his reaction is completely warranted.
Yeah,
like completely warranted. But I think that it's more of like we might look at this in a year and be like, we're gonna either have a conversation like that was the right move, or the better move was to just sit out.
Here's the thing, right? He goes back to college, right? He does. Yeah. He goes back. If he puts up a 10-sack season at A&M this year, he's playing again, he'll be a first-round pick.
Okay. I can see that.
But if he doesn't have a high productive season going back to college, he probably goes undrafted. If not, he's a day 3 guy.
Yeah.
Because you already reached on him based on his intangibles. He doesn't have the production.
Yeah.
You went back to school and it was still the same story. I'm sorry. I'm definitely not drafting you in the first round, second or third. I'd maybe draft you with a 6th-round pick.
And then there goes all your bargaining power when it comes to contract time when you do get back to the league.
You go back to the league and you went back to college and you was still you weren't even nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because guys get drafted on potential all the time, but you went back. You went back and you were still. Now I know you're a 6th-round guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, and it just, like I said, for me, I err on the side of you made it.
Yeah.
You made it already. Okay, I understand you might not play this season. Okay, but I would wait. I would sit it out, and I would hold out, and I would try everything in my power to make the NFL work because I'm already here.
Yeah.
Then to go back to college and then do this all over again and potentially end up in a worse position and potentially not even play at all. What if he gets a career-ending injury in this year in college? Man, you know what I mean? It happens.
Listen, him
going
back to A&M's a gamble. At the end of the day, it's a gamble. And I think he has a right to bet on himself, but he needs to understand, like, listen, you can't have the fucking production. You go back to school because they gave you a bullshit-ass contract. You have to put numbers up. You're going to have to put numbers up, bro.
Yeah.
If you want,
you can't mess around.
If you don't do something crazy from whether you're playing interior or exterior, whatever they have them on that D-line, you need to put numbers up in some shape or form. Yeah. Pressures or sacks or deflections, tackles, whatever it is that's going to be a high stat for you as a D-line so you can get drafted in the first round again. Because now, you go back, they're looking, all right, he went back. What the fuck are you going to do now? You better put some numbers up. Because he can't transfer, right? He can't go back to he can't go back to college and go to whatever school you want to go to. He got to go back to Texas A&M.
Yeah.
So...
And I don't even know what A&M's schedule looks like either. Like,
I think it's a tough one this year. It's the SEC. So, I
mean, it's SEC. You're going to get what you're going to get. But, I mean, there's ways to make your schedule easier.
But even then, if he's in SEC and he balls on SEC, he's going to first round.
Yeah, right.
The Bengals just can't draft him again.
Yeah.
And they look so crazy.
Which I doubt they would anyways.
Listen, if I'm a top receiver or top player in next year's draft, after watching that, I'm going to say, don't draft me. I would dead ass tell them, like, I want to go to I want to play for 31 other teams but you. I literally just watched what you did to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm not your guinea pig.
Well, that's another organization, and we could go down the rabbit hole on this too, even that I used to not think the Bengals were poorly run, but these last couple of years, especially this past year,
they're cheap, bro. It's not, I'm pretty sure they have the money. They're just being cheap.
Well, it's not just that. It's you let your number one the number one guy in your defense, okay, who is a top 3 guy, maybe top 5 guy in all of the NFL defense.
He's top 3, yeah. He led the league in sacks last year.
Right. He's the reigning sack king, okay?
And he's still not paid.
You let him sit, and you sign 2 wide receiver ones, 2 fat deals.
Yeah.
When last year, the only hole in your team was defense. Make that fucking make sense.
Yeah.
Make that make sense. And then on top of that, you've got you spent a first-round draft pick on someone for your defense, and he's about to go back to play in college.
Yeah.
Okay, you can. I'm starting to slowly move their piece to where the Jets piece is. And we know how I feel about that. And keep in mind, Browns fans, I know you're out there listening too. You're up there with the Jets already, so I don't even want to hear it.
The Brown slander is wild.
The most Browns thing happened the other week. And it's that was he first round? No, he wasn't first round.
No, it was second
round pick.
Second pick.
Just got arrested.
John Junkins in Fort Lauderdale.
And and not only did he get arrested, they got him in 4K.
There's a video?
Yeah, apparently it happened Ray Rice style. That's what I heard. I didn't see the video. That's what I was told.
Bro.
Yeah, that's what I was told. Now, I might be spreading rumors here, but I was told he got cut.
You in 4K? Beating on your bitch? Wow.
In an elevator, bro. So I was told that it was literally like the same fucking angle in the elevator of the Ray Rice video.
I thought it was, yeah, that's wild. That's wild, bro.
Yeah. Well, again, I could be making this shit up.
I thought it happened in a car. I thought he hit in a car.
Well, there's probably more than one occurrence.
Bro, that's so wild,
like,
bro.
I'm going to be honest. Like, if there's someone that has the personality of hitting a bitch, they probably do it a lot.
Bro, but my thing,
it's not usually a one-time occurrence.
Listen, he was in Ohio State, right? Where were there any
signs? I don't know. They probably brushed it under the rug. You know, Ohio State protects their players. They probably kicked that under the rug.
That sucks.
All that matters to Ohio State, they don't care, is national championships. That's the only thing they care about. All morals go out the door.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Ohio State fans are going to hear this and be like, oh, you're just mad because you won't go, your team doesn't win national championships. I'm like,
we will this year, bitch.
Yeah, guess what? I am fucking mad. I'm getting a little heated on this episode. I'm sorry.
You good.
I'm sorry. I got to take a step back. I do think that West Virginia is going to, not this year, but in the next couple of years, I think that we'll be a top 10 team.
Yeah, I think so. I think if Rich does what he's supposed to do, he brings in the right guys, I believe it.
I think he attracts good players. Yeah. And I also think that he takes decent players and makes them good, too. Like, I think he because his whole thing's work.
Yeah.
Work hard work hard in practice, work hard on the field.
Yeah.
And they're grinders, old school style football.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Jamie came back from vacation.
Yeah, he took another vacation. But anyways, we're gonna wrap it up anyways.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, I need to get out of it. I need to go take some fucking Xanax or something. I'm like, I need to calm down.
Twin?
Not like
a Xan twin on live? On the live?
First of all, it was a joke. Second of all, I'm talking about like real Xanax, not fucking recreational Xanax.
Bro, I don't know.
Because you know what they call Xanax?
I just think you're not you when you're hungry.
It's literally called the chill pill.
I just don't. Yeah, I just think you're not you when you're hungry. I think you need to Snickers.
God damn it. We're going to get a cease and desist. It's close enough to the thing. Everyone knows what you're talking about.
Snickers.
All right, anyways, let's get the fuck out of here.